The two stood face to face in the burning sunlight, heavy breathing mingling with the tension that was tightening the space. In the middle of a hot noon, heat rose from the ground, making the air tremble slightly as the tiger moved deeper into the forest in search of shade and food. In the middle of the stream, the black bear was drinking water, but immediately stopped when it felt the fierce gaze of the predator on the opposite side. The two stood face to face in the burning sunlight, heavy breathing mingling with the tension that was tightening the space. The tiger charged, the black bear responded with muscular strength and powerful claws, creating a fierce clash in the middle of the midday forest. After several minutes of fighting without a clear winner, both the tiger and the black bear were exhausted and forced to go in two directions, leaving the forest silent in the sweltering heat. In the sweltering heat of noon, hippos trudged through the dry grasslands in search of some cool water. From a distance, the pack of African wild dogs appeared like agile shadows, their eyes shining with the determination of opportunistic hunters. They closed in, forming an arc and rushing to challenge the giant in the burning sea of sunlight. The hippo roared, opened its terrifyingly wide snout, and lashed out, kicking up dust and repelling each attack. On a hot afternoon in the swamp, the mother hippo led her calf to the water's edge, her ears twitching at every suspicious sound. Beneath the murky water, long dark shadows silently crept forward, a school of crocodiles lurking with eyes as cold as steel. The mother hippo immediately stood in front of her child, her giant body emerging like a living fortress in the middle of the water. As its sharp jaws approached, it roared, whipping up white water, forcing the crocodiles to keep their distance. The weasel immediately lowered its body, moving step by step in an arc, dodging the snake's high-speed attack. The snake lunged forward but was counterattacked by the civet. Its precise bite to the neck prevented the venom from taking effect. After several rounds of fighting and dodging attacks, the king cobra was exhausted and completely controlled by the mongoose, ending the dangerous battle in the deep forest. The bright sunlight on the African grasslands reflects on the alert eyes of a mother leopard, leading her cub in search of prey. By the riverbank, a crocodile quietly emerged from the water, its long body slithering slowly, its cold eyes following the mother and child. The mother leopard immediately lowered her body, preparing to dash her agile hunting legs and bright yellow fur among the tall grass. Crocodile quickly jumped up with its jaws wide open, but the mother leopard quickly dodged, leading her cub around, creating a safe distance. From the old tree, the king cobra slithered out its neck, bulging high, its cold eyes sweeping over the small creature before it. The porcupine stopped its spines erect, its round body tense, a tiny fortress in the middle of the jungle. The snake lunged forward, its sharp bite meeting the thorn, its hissing sound echoing in the quiet space. Blood oozed from the wound. The snake slithered away weakly and lay motionless in the afternoon forest, while the porcupine returned to its nest as dusk touched the treetops, peaceful after the battle for survival. In the dry, cracked forest, the black scorpion walked slowly under the rotten leaves, its tail curled high in alertness. The king cobra appeared from behind the withered tree, its neck spread wide, its cold eyes locked on the small target in front of it. The scorpion rotates its body sideways, its pincers open wide, each step back and forth, making the snake have to consider before each move. The snake lunged forward several times but was stopped by the scorpion's sharp venom, preventing it from getting closer. snake attacked first its bite as fast as lightning, but the mongoose dodged it, lunging forward and biting hard on its opponent's neck. Two predators face off. One is speed and recklessness. The other is deadly venom and absolute coldness. When the afternoon wind blew, the snake collapsed motionless while the mongoose stood panting in the dust, its eyes still shining proud as a natural victor. From the dry grass, a giant python slithered out its body, wriggling slowly, its cold eyes watching its small prey. The hedgehog paused, its spines erect, its round body tense, ready for a relentless fight. The python lunged forward, its body wrapped tightly around me, but the sharp thorns stabbed deep, causing it to flinch back, writhing in pain. As the afternoon fell, the python left injured while the porcupine continued walking silently but proudly in the sunburned land.